Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Look at Fistful of Frags. This is a totally free multiplayer shooter. I'm just gonna resume game here. We'll actually start playing so you can get a feel for what's going on here. But it's a totally free source engine mod that actually has become now a standalone multiplayer shooter release. Oh my god, I got my ass kicked already. On Steam, and it grows, or it joins, I should say, an increasingly kind of excellent, totally free-to-play library on Steam. Obviously, games like TF2 and Dota 2, but also recently I thought Loadout was pretty well done, and you have to win the game. A little bit more of a, you know, small platformer type deal, but there's a surprising amount of breadth and now depth in the community as well. So this is like a Western source engine mod, so it plays like the Wild West. I am super terrible at it. And in contrast to something like, you know, Counter-Strike. Oh, I gotcha. He dropped some dynamite, so I think I would have exploded anyway. But in contrast to something like Counter-Strike, this feels a lot more cartoony and arcadey, a little bit more like Loadout, but obviously, you know, the weapon customization is not necessarily a big part of this, or a part of this at all, actually. It feels a little bit more like almost like a GoldenEye or something like that. I'm gonna get destroyed here. So let me explain just what the heck is actually going on here as well. Basically, Fistful of Frags, I'm playing Team Deathmatch. There is, you know, regular Deathmatch. I haven't seen any other modes, but when it comes to games like this, I only play Team Deathmatch anyway. If I picked up something like Capture the Flag, that would actually be a little bit dishonest, I would say. You have your choice of various different weapons. I roll with the carbine because it's a one-hit KO. It has a huge problem. Well, it's a one-hit KO if you hit them in the right place. Anyway, where'd that dynamite end up? Not close to me, thankfully. It has a huge problem with reloading, though. If you miss your first shot, you're going to be in trouble, and you'll see that if I can maybe rattle off some kills. I'll then go take people out close quarters combat, I should say, so you can get a feel for how that works out. Because there's some silly stuff, like, check it out, like, it has the weirdest kick of, like, any game I've ever played. You could be in, like, a full sprint and then just kick someone, and this kick is dominating. Like, it will absolutely destroy you if you get caught by it and you've got any lowered health. Oh, I think I didn't get a kill at all there. I'm actually doing pretty terribly, which is very much par for the course for me. I'm gonna come down there and see if I can't finish the job. Alright, let me take out my knife quickly. We can throw it. Oh, I didn't do it properly. And now I'm gonna get stabbed in the head. I did get a kill there, though, on Wombat Temple. As you can see, apparently this video has been sponsored by GFLclan.com. They've been running the server that I've been playing on for the hour or so that I've played the game so far. So, you know, big ups to them, I guess. You could apply to be in their Fistful of Frags clan. I'm pretty sure this is going to have a huge esports following. It's actually going to be the undercard for the International 4. Let me change my weapons up a little bit, so I'll show you a little bit of what we've got going on here. For primary, all I have so far is this Schofield, which is like a rifle, this leg, which I think is like a blunderbuss type, shotgun type thing, and then the carbine, which is basically a rifle. And then for our secondary, we can choose from abilities, basically, or we could choose from some projectiles. So we can have dynamite, knives, throwing our handgun, which does a little bit of extra damage. I'm totally gonna get murdered here. Boots, which I believe make our attacks better. Or sorry, like our kicks better. Brass knuckles. Can I take? Oh, I can take one of each. Actually, this is like a perk. I'm gonna take brass knuckles, which makes our punches stronger, and I'll take throwing knives, and why not ambidextrous as well. So now we're gonna have a rifle instead, I think. Oh no, did I stick with the carbine? I'll change that next time we spawn, or next time we're about to spawn, I should say. But let me come in here real quick with my fists, if I can. I know that this is a knife. Don't get me wrong. I just stepped in the fire and nearly got myself killed, and then did get myself killed. So let me give myself the revolver here. There are some deeper mechanics with respect to the weapons that I haven't actually... Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get you with the brass knuckles. Obviously, as you might expect, you run a lot faster when you just have your fists out. Oh, he's gonna go for the gentleman's duel. It's not like Chivalry. I'm the best hand-to-hand fighter in Chivalry's history, but in this, a little bit trickier. Brass knuckles helped me knock that one out of the park, though, and I got some achievement progress as well. Someone is following me, so let's take out our revolver. You can do, well, you can't see it right there because I got shot through the dome piece, but you can do revolver fanning, you know, where you, like, smack the, I don't even know what you would call it, on the gun. You know, the part that you always click back before you shoot a revolver. There you go. And that sacrifices your, I'm sorry that that's super loud, by the way. Sound design may be one of the few things in this game that's a little bit over the top, but that sacrifices your accuracy. Oh, I need to reload here. That was really stupid of me, and I'm almost certainly gonna die. Sacrifices some accuracy for rate of fire, which can be really useful if you're up close, but in general, I prefer the carbine. So what are my thoughts on Fistful of Frags so far? It's actually really fun, and as someone who grew up in the era where, you know, this is based on the Source engine, I was kind of out of these kind of games by the time the Source engine became like a real thing. I'm actually just going to turn down the volume kind of quickly in the game here. You might recognize this menu screen if you played, basically, I guess TF2. That's the Source engine game I have the most experience with. But it reminds me of, you know, being like in 7th grade and playing TF1, and, you know, the graphics are obviously not that remarkable or amazing. That's dynamite back there, so let's be careful. But they're serviceable. It's kind of like playing Day of Defeat, or, you know, I know this isn't a Source engine game, but like Return to Castle Wolfenstein or something like that. It's, okay, sure, let's fight. Sorry, my teammate is not honorable. Now, we can pick stuff up. I have forgotten the actual button to do this. Maybe V? Nope. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna throw these quickly. We have to take out our fists exclusively, which is this, and then I think we hit V and we can pick things up. Picking things up is important because reloading your weapons takes forever, so you wanna, you know, sometimes if you have the opportunity to do so, you know, switch to your melee weapon, either your knife or your hands or both, or just pick up a loaded gun off the ground from somebody who's been killed. Please let me out of this door, my friend. I'm not trying to quote Third Eye Blind. I would just like it if I could get out. I need to be close to do damage with my fists. Now, the carbine, as you can see, is quite a nightmare to deal with, so I'm actually going to take that. And brass knuckles might not be the best. Oh, thank God that worked out the way that it did. I could pick up his carbine if I wanted to, but why would I want to? There we go. I actually got a kill there. All right, let's take out our carbine because I think I saw someone coming in. Oh. Well, I can do this. I can aim. Oh, well, my Counter-Strike Global Offensive skills, as you can see, clearly carrying over here. Or lack thereof. I should say, for people who have not seen a Sunday subscriber stream where I play that game, I'm real bad. Alright. I thought I saw... Oh! That didn't work. Let's take out our fists, and that didn't work either. As you can see, you know, pretty close to the bottom of the leaderboards on the regular here. But in spite of that, it's a really fun game. You know, this is not a game that... I think you, unless it really tickles your fancy, you're gonna put a few hundred hours into. But for like a weekend diversion, I think this is super cool. And mostly, I mean, I guess the reason I'm highlighting it is because it. Oh, can I make it? Yes, I can. Oh, Jesus! It kind of highlights how Steam is getting this pretty solid framework, not framework, but like library of free-to-play stuff, and it's impressing me. Loadout, I know it wasn't the best reviewed game of all time, but I thought it was pretty good and, you know, fulfilled a niche on Steam for an actually a half-decent free-to-play game that wasn't made by Valve. I guess this one is kind of made by Valve. Probably don't want to shoot that gunpowder barrel. But yeah, just, you know, keep expanding this library of stuff that makes, you know, Steam a little bit of a stickier platform. In a good way, not sticky in a bad way, like you got honey or something more nefarious on your hands. So we're going to finish up the round here, at least. There's another 5 minutes left. Plenty of servers playing the game right now as well. You can just create your own server in the game. I'm not sure if there's any kind of, you know, you don't have to buy necessarily like a server or something to make it happen. Or maybe you do, but there is a create server button in case you have the technical know-how to make that work. I can't believe I actually got a kill there. Here we go. Let's start making our way up the leaderboards. And just in general... Oh, are you kidding me? Thank God that guy got murdered, although my team didn't get the kill. Just in general, it's nice to have, like, a game on Steam that is a little bit more of a casual shooter. Like, I've tried to play Global Offensive casually, but pretty much I just end up raging at the game because I'm not good enough at it. I'm not very good at Fistful of Frags either, but, you know, you respawn, so it's not really that big of a deal. And the skill... I'm not going to say the skill ceiling is lower than in other games necessarily, because it's way too early for me to say that. But I will say that, you know, it seems like everyone's roughly at the same skill level right now, whereas in Counter-Strike, obviously, some people have been playing it for like 8 years. So it's a little bit easier, more accessible to get into, I would say at least. And as you can see, the carbine is starting to tear things up here. I will say that in my limited experience so far, it does seem like there's a little bit of an issue with weapon balance, shall we say. Do I not have knives on this? Oh. Like, the carbine, for me, just seems super, super strong. And there's some environmental weapons that I've come across as well, like hatchets and stuff like that, which are basically, like, one-hit KOs if done properly. But, apart from that, and, you know, I'm not really qualified to talk about balance as somebody who's only played the game for an hour compared to the developers who have tested the shit out of it. I'm just saying, from my layman's perspective, that's what it feels like. And this is really, like, kind of a perfect free-to-play release as well. As far as I know, there's no microtransactions in it, which is fine, even if there were, as long as they were only cosmetic. I wouldn't really give a shit. because I think that is the ideal way to actually handle a free-to-play game and still make money simultaneously from people who are big fans. Let me try to drink this whiskey. I think it gives me health. No, I'm dope. I hit B instead of V. That is dishonorable. There is actually like an honor system in the game based on notoriety. So, you know, stabbing people in the back gets you negative notoriety, but getting a kill gives you positive notoriety. So the more notoriety you get, I think maybe the higher your score is. Maybe notoriety is the actual score mechanic that you use for the whole game here. But that doesn't stop me from stabbing people in the back because it's already difficult enough for me to get kills to begin with. So if I can stab somebody straight in the back of the scrotum, I am going to do it. Alright, that was pretty poor. But yeah, I mean, I was trying to say this is like the perfect free-to-play release because if they were charging for this, it might be a little bit of a tougher sell. You might, you know, look at this fire and say, oh, the fire textures aren't very good. This looks like a game made on the Source engine in like 2006 or something like that. And you'd be totally right. That was 360 no-scope, 1886 style right there. You would be totally right, obviously. That being said, oh, he hit me with his own knife. Smart play. That being said, as a free release, it's way more engaging. I think it's going to get way more attention, and I think it deserves to get way more attention. It's just kind of like a fun, semi-mindless shooter, and I don't mean that in a derisive way, but I mean it just like, you know, you don't have to necessarily talk with your team, at least at the level that I play at. Oh, come on. Come on, just run. Oh, that was a good knife throw. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to talk with your team at all times and be like, okay, we're going B. We're gonna plant the bomb on the stagecoach at B. Maybe you would like to do that if you want to, and ruin the game for everybody else, you big old tryhard, but that's your decision. It's certainly not mandatory. All right, here we go. Oh, see, I told you, that's what I like about this game, is that it's got a sense of humor. They're not afraid to make the kick something that can, like, shoot you across the map and does, like, 80 damage per hit. By the way, if you ever see that... That didn't work. If you ever see that F in like the bottom left corner, that that means that's my health, basically, my health meter. So if it's going down, that's not good. If it's going up, I must have found the whiskey, I guess, which is what allows you to get a little bit of an overheal, almost like TF2 style. Let's try that, by the way. So we want to take out our fists, which is F, and then V, B, no, not B, C, no, we can laugh though. That's chivalry style right there. Alright, let's try this. Oh, missed ya. Oh, missed ya. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh, now we're gonna take out the carbines, I see. And that was the no-scope of the century. I'm starting to think I've got a career ahead of me as a Fistful of Frags pro player. What do you mean there's no money? Oh. Okay. There we go. Play it cool. He didn't see me. I'm gonna chase him down. Fist style. Fuck that dude. I want the easy kill. God damn it. Who, you? And then you're gonna have the gall to try to take me out too? Wow, that kick plus the rifle spam actually did a very darn good job. Alright, let's try this again. With the carbine, I really like being a total scumbag and just camping as high as I possibly can. That was a terrible shot. Seems to work out pretty well. That didn't finish it off, okay. I'm just gonna, yeah, there's no way I can impede any further on a kick parade like that. Oh, I was taking the shot there. You got lucky. We can play a little bit more. I don't see necessarily a reason against that. It's a fun game. It's a weird let's look at, and I say that a lot, but I really don't have anything to say except for the fact that this is really fun, and I'm glad it exists. Probably not going to make any, you know, year-end best-of lists, but it's a game that it's basically impossible to feel bad about, I think. So I'm going to try, we'll take some dynamite this time. Let's be ambidextrous. That should allow me... Did I just click on travel insurance? I hope I didn't do that by accident. Maybe this will allow me to get 2 guns if I play my cards right. We can get in this old-school Tuco-style bathtub. Okay, here we go. Gotta get in behind them. Not my teammate. I am the worst shot of all time. Freaking take the dynamite now, you dongle. Ah. Oh. I am embarrassed with myself. I'm embarrassed for myself here. This guy's on my team. You're on my team. It's okay. Where's the dynamite? Dynamite should be in the number 5 slot. It is. Okay. So, just see, get up high, see where they are, and then we'll just toss this into the middle of a crazy melee, and we'll be good to go, you know? Most valuable player. Here we go. Oh, that went off the freaking girder. Nice throw there, Barry Bonds. No, that was terrible. What do I have for a weapon? I have a revolver. Let's take that out. Sometimes I do find, like, the weapon hotkeys a little weird. Those are my teammates to begin with, I think, which is hilarious. But, yeah, like, I don't always know what the actual button I should press in order to do what I want to do is. I know fist. Fist is F. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, that is lit fucking dynamite. Rifle is 3, but carbine is 4. I think it's because you can pick up so many weapons. What do you... Oh, just relaxing, you know. Been a long day out in the sun here. Yeah, I think it's because you can pick up so many weapons. You could... Once you actually master the hotkeys, it probably allows you to, you know, switch to whatever you want to use based on the, you know, the necessary factors at hand. But for me, I just end up, like, spending half of the fight sometimes trying to switch between weapons because I don't know what the actual button I'm supposed to be pressing is. Alright, who got him? This guy got him. Probably should have reloaded, but it turns out that it didn't really make any difference. So, this is why I stick with the carbine, because as long as you hit him once, life is good. Oh. Can I... Really? Just nothing there? 5 is dynamite. Let's light this bad boy up. And then I'm just gonna hold it and run into them. Just kidding. Ooh, go, go, go. Explode. Wow, it has like a huge timer on it. That should really blow up anytime soon. Fuck this stagecoach. Oh, that's lit. I really am just terrible at this, so I'm gonna switch back to the carbine here. And honestly, the dynamite's not really tickling my fancy either, but... Well, nothing is tickling my fancy, apparently. I am like 0 and 3 trillion. So I'll probably play like maybe one more live in Fistful of Frags here, because at this point, I'm just playing video games. Okay, we're gonna play 2 more lives, because that one lasted like 10 seconds. But yeah, this is just me having an excuse to play video games. But, you know, in this completely weird and unnecessarily let's look at, what's my opinion on Fistful of Frags? I'm for it. It's pretty good. I've enjoyed my time with it so far. Really? Oh, they all died, like, jumping off there. Fair enough. Yeah, it's you're not necessarily going to win many Game of the Year awards, but it's a nice little, like, it's a new game that also tickles your nostalgia because of, well, if you have a history with these games at least. That guy is over 1,000 higher than me in ELO. It really does feel like, you know, playing, 2 Fort or something on old TF2 maps. You know, fight me like a man? Apparently not. Apparently men fight by running into danger. When the other person has a gun, you just have fists. Did they shoot my dynamite out of the sky? That hardly seems fair. I actually am going to do one more life because... Oh, press E to pick up whiskey jars. Got it. That's normally what I thought, but then it told me that V was the hotkey to pick things up. I just assumed that applied to whiskey. But there is apparently a whiskey-specific hotkey. There we go. At least we got 1 kill and a little redemption. A very little redemption. That one's not going to work so well. Alright, well that's going to do it. Thanks for watching Fistful of Frags. There's a link in the video description to pick it up on Steam, but really all you have to do is go to the front page and click on it, or go to your library and find it, or search it in the store. It's free. I would recommend picking it up if you got a little bit of time to spare and want to get down with some old school, you know, mid-2000s era Valve action. In any case, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Click the like button if you did. If you didn't, I apologize for that, but, you know... I don't really have any rebuttal, so I don't even know why I brought this up. Subscribe if you want to see more first impressions in the future, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.